yo! Joking. um, Inspirational A here. I apologise for this being about a week out, and I did promise to get this out on Sunday, but I've been a bit busy doing the flat and family stuff and work and trying for a new job. So yeah, I apologise in advance that this wasn't posted Sunday, but I have only literally just finished watching it. I would show you the screen, but I can't because I got a blog that I'm doing, so I'll show you that in a minute. So yeah, this is going to be my review. It shouldn't be that long, or because I'm calling it Survivor Raw, because Raw won most of the matches, which I didn't think was right, but hey ho. So let's get crack-a-lacking with the first match. I don't ever do the pre-show, so I'm sorry about that, but that's just the way I do it. So, team... Oh god, I've got to find it now. Two seconds. Right there. Raw versus Women 5-on-5 Survivor Series match. Am I surprised the Raw... First off, I want to say it was a good match. Good decent match. Am I surprised Charlotte attacked Bayley? No, because it's been rumoured Bayley is going for the title. That's why they're not letting Sasha Banks have the belt back, which I think is wrong, because Sasha Banks versus Charlotte Bayley would be a moneymaker, as well as Charlotte versus Bayley, but that could happen later. You never know. Hopefully they will do Sasha versus Bayley. If you watch NXT, you know what I'm on about. I think, it's a very good match. Everyone had their moments to shine. Nia Jax had her moment to shine. I'm very surprised she got eliminated on early in the match. I can't remember who she got eliminated by. Who was it? Can't remember who eliminated her, to be honest, but I'm very surprised it was early on in the match. Obviously, Becky Lynch got her time to shine, which is fair enough, and then Alexa Bliss, which I completely agree with, because they are, great talents. I'm quite surprised Nikki Bella won in the match, to be honest, but then I'm guessing that's to continue her rivalry with Carmella, because that's why I think she took her out personally, or Alexa Bliss. But I'm surprised she won in the match. Like I said, it doesn't surprise me that Bayley and Charlotte was the ones that won it for Raw, because, again, helps with their rivalry. The only thing I am surprised by that match is that Sasha Banks didn't get much spotlight. She didn't really show off that much. She had a little 2-minute blitz where she took out a couple of people and whatnot. But I'm surprised she got taken out quite easily and not really put on much of a match. But apart from that, it was a good match. Anyway, so on to the Intercontinental Champion versus Sami Zayn. Again, it was a okay-ish match. Not the best match. Obviously, Miz won how he normally won, with the help of Spirit Squad, which doesn't surprise me one bit. That's his character. That's what he does. So, it was a shame that Sami Zayn didn't get pushed much in that match, and it went a bit longer, because I really do wish they would push Sami Zayn. He's an amazing talent. If you watch him in his NXT days or Ring of Honor, he needs to be pushed, but WWE won't do it for some reason, which is a gutter. Because like I said, I was hoping he would win that belt, because that would be then his push, but he didn't. The Team Raw versus SmackDown match. Again, I'm not surprised Team Raw won, because in my opinion they do have... not the better... No, I take that back. They don't have the better teams, but you could tell they got the teams that are going to be the future. Like the Club, I've always liked them. New Day, I'm very surprised they got taken out early on in the match. That did shock me. I thought they was going to be one of the ones to last to the end, but they didn't, so never mind. I'm guessing they're giving other people chances. Epico and Primo, they surprised me. I'm not going to lie, they surprised me. They showed a lot in that match that they don't normally get to show. So I think if they get pushed right and used right, they could get pushed. I'm surprised Enzo and Big Cass didn't get used as much as they normally do, but maybe WWE thought they'd just give them back a seat. It wasn't, like I said, it wasn't surprised to me that Raw won, or that Fandango and Breezango got eliminated straight away. Because they're not the greatest tag team, must admit. Come on. Tyler Breeze and NXT was good. Fandango was okay by himself, but together they're just getting pushed to nowhere. Pardon me. Again, obviously people got their spotlight, like American Alpha got their spotlight, which I'm happy about because they are good. I do like them. Cesaro and Sheamus, they actually won the match and got like a good 5-10 minutes to show what they're made of at the end, along with Usos, which to be honest I think was the best finish they could go for, because Usos, they've changed their appearance and their attitude, but they are still a good tag team. In my opinion. Not as in good guys, but as in they do good matches. Same with Cesaro and Sheamus. I really like them two together. Cesaro is one of my favourite wrestlers. Sheamus wasn't, but he's starting to be again because he's getting back to being used and they're actually pushing him again. So it was good that those two teams were the last two teams, and overall, like I said, it was a good match, but no surprise on the winners. The Cruiserweight Championship, Brian Kendrick versus Kalisto. It doesn't surprise me that Kalisto lost. I personally wanted him to win because I think Kalisto's amazing and they're trying to make him the next Rey Mysterio, which I didn't mind that because I liked Rey Mysterio when he was wrestling in WWE. Obviously he wrestles in Lucha Underground now. But yeah, it was a good backwards and forwards match. Brian Kendrick done what he normally done. Kalisto done what he normally done. I think personally if the match was carried on, Brian Kendrick would have won anyway, because I don't think they want to give up that Cruiserweight belt for Raw. So, and it's a shame Baron Corbin got involved, because they could have kept that rivalry on SmackDown and kept that going on SmackDown and just let the Cruiserweight champion be decided by pinfall. But hey, I guess that's how they want it to go. Like I said, I wanted Kalisto to win, but I'm not surprised Brian Kendrick won. Team SmackDown versus Raw on a 5-on-5 Survivor Series match elimination. Again, fast paced all over the place. Everyone had their moment to shine. I'm quite surprised how they took Braun Strowman out. Fair play to Randy for RKOing him on the table, and James Ellsworth grabbing his leg to stop him getting in. I was quite surprised he got eliminated that way, but I'm also surprised he got eliminated full stop. I didn't think they would, because personally I don't like him as a wrestler, but you could tell he is a brute and he is strong, and it is going to take someone special or someone very talented. I've heard Samoa Joe might be taking him out, stopping his streak, but until we see that, we'll have to wait and see. But he is a big brute guy, so it did surprise me that he got eliminated so easily. Obviously, it's a nice little throwback to the Shield days where they powerbombed AJ through the table. Personally, I loved that moment because I loved when the Shield were together. They were one of my favourite factions because they dominated and they were ruthless. It was obvious AJ and Dean were going to fight in that match because they always do. What other surprise? It's again obviously obvious that Luke Harper was going to get involved in the match because he's connected to the Wyatts. I'm surprised they didn't put Kevin Owens in the final two people, to be honest, but at the same time I'm glad they did with Seth because he deserves that push. I'm not surprised Roman Reigns was the last guy standing because, let's face it, WWE are always going to push him no matter how much people hate him, including me. But WWE are going to push him no matter what. So it didn't surprise me it was left to the former Shield members and the Wyatts because it's like reliving history, because they did do the Wyatts versus Shield, and that was an epic match when they did, so fair play to them going back to those days. So yeah, like I said, overall a good match. Everyone had their moments. Still getting used to Randy being in the Wyatt family, but hey ho, I guess that's the way they want to go. But like I said, amazing, a pretty good match. Survivor Series done good this year. And the last match, which I ain't going to talk much about, Goldberg vs Brock. All I got to say is, why hype this match up so much for Brock to just be destroyed? Brock has beaten John Cena and made him look like nothing. Brock has beaten God knows how many guys and made them look like nothing. And then you let Goldberg, who's a part-timer, come in once and destroy him. Now, if it's because they're going to have a rematch, fair enough, but even so, Brock should have put up a fight. That match was meant to be the main event and it was rubbish for a main event, I have to say. But yeah, so yeah. And quick note, fair play to Randy talking to Shane McMahon's son. I'm guessing it was Shane McMahon's son. When Shane McMahon got injured, I didn't know if that was legit or part of the match, but it looked like he legit got hurt. Because that spear did look nasty and went wrong, so fair play to Shane. And fair play for Shane for diving off the rope and putting Braun Strowman for a table. So yeah, overall, as I said, Survivor Raw, because Raw won the most matches, which like I said I don't agree with, but it was a pretty sick... It was a really good pay-per-view that I enjoyed. So I hope you enjoyed the review. If you don't, then check it out. If you hope you enjoyed the review. If you don't agree with anything, write in the comments. Disagree, don't be free to share your views. And I will see you in the next video, which will be a blog. So I'll give you the updates in that video. See you later. Inspirational Night out.